Beginning in April, our group researched land classification systems in Cambodia. Our objective is to provide the most reliable data by comparing and contrasting various definitions of land coverage, visualizing data using GIS, and analyzing our findings. Director of the Geospatial Analysis Lab at USF, Professor Saw, guided us through the land cover examination of Cambodia and taught us the basic tools of the Geographical Information System. We then spent several sessions exploring GIS, which gave us access to precise satellite images, and illustrating various sets of data through layering. We found records of land cover composed by the Cambodian Forestry Administration that included multiple categories of forest. The Cambodian government's efforts to construct land cover data resulted in a map with different categories of forest types, such as evergreen, semi-evergreen, deciduous, other forest, and non-forest. This is crucial to our findings because it presents the government's perspective. It is evident that the lack of data gives little description regarding the specific definitions of each category. This makes it difficult to interpret and construct policies relating to land coverage and conservation. Open Development was one of the most reliable and extensive resources we found. Open Development Cambodia is an open data website, and it is the first of its kind in Southeast Asia. The primary map from Open Development comes from 2000. They utilize a broad-based classification system. They create 5 main categories to classify all of the land coverage in Cambodia. The first category is dense forest, which includes various types of evergreen forest and is located at elevations higher than 500 meters and has a tree canopy greater than 60%. The next category is mixed deciduous forest, which contains a variety of vegetation such as dry deciduous forest, regrowth forest, flooded forests, forest plantations, and shrublands. The last 3 main categories are water, non-forest, and clouds. In order to show the progression in land coverage from 1973 to 2014, we created this animation. Dark green represents dense forest, while red denotes areas of lost dense forest. As the animation progresses, red areas disappear to reveal the new status of the land as either mixed forest or non-forest. Mixed forest may fluctuate because when dense forest is lost, it is often replaced by mixed forest. Categorizing mixed forest cover is complex and may include various kinds of vegetation, crops, and plantations. In the last map of the animation, purple is used to show the total amount of dense forest lost between 1973 and 2014, while red shows the amount of dense forest that became mixed forest. Open Development serves as an amazing temporal data resource. We are able to look at the land coverage of Cambodia all the way back to 1973 and as recently as 2014. This temporal data has proven to assist us in understanding the progression and impact of deforestation within the nation over the last half-century. However, this data also proves to have limitations. Their categories for land classification are extremely broad, and their definitions of what is included within these categories lack specificity. Because of the general nature of their classification system, we are unable to understand what various types of vegetation are exactly covering specific areas of the country. Our final resource comes from the European Union. The EU conducted the Global Land Cover Project in 2000. It uses data from the United Nations Vegetation Program, which includes 14 months of pre-processed data. The dataset for Cambodia includes 20 different classifications, including 8 types of forest, 4 types of agriculture, 7 grass and shrublands, and 6 other. In this map, the different shades of green depict different types of forests, from coniferous mountain forests above 1,000 meters to tropical lowland forests below 1,000 meters. The various shades of light brown represent the grass and shrublands that consist of multiple categories, from evergreen shrubland to sparse grassland. We then further simplify these classifications into categories of forest and non-forest in order to show the differences between this classification system and the systems from other sources. In this map, the 8 different classifications of forest are all the same shade of green, and everything else, beside urban areas and water, is purple. The blue is the Tonle Sap Lake, which is the lowest point of elevation in the country, with elevation rising as distance from the lake increases. For comparison, we also simplified the Open Development map of 2000 into the same categories of forest and non-forest as the UN map was classified. The strength of the global land cover dataset is how detailed and specific the classifications are. Compared to the other sources, this is the most complex land classification system. The weakness of this source is that it is only for 1 year and 15 years in the past. This prevents us from observing changes to the land cover over time. We thank you for taking the time to watch our video and hope that in the future, our research will help programs in Southeast Asia for reforestation and food security.